Here we go.
Welcome to the Take a Listing Today podcast, where our hosts Jim Studebaker and Todd Robertson give you strategies to get you out of the office right now so you can take a new listing today. And now, here's Jim and Todd.
That's us, Jim and Todd here, the Take a Listing Today podcast. And in addition to us, we
have our wonderful producer, Lisa Gray. And
there
her
she is
white
in the corner.
Take a Listing Today shirt.
Wow.
And I think that needs to be redone to say Jim and Todd and Lisa.
Oh, boy.
The introduction, the graphics,
the intro,
that's going to cost a lot of money.
Yeah, that's,
Quite honestly, we give away a lot of gift cards here for ProspectsPLUS.com. So we can't afford that.
The budget's kind of light right now.
I just had the weirdest deja vu right now.
Really? I don't know why.
Oh, that's weird, yeah.
Very strange, anyway. Plus these shirts here, we don't have the money for a new intro.
Right.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us on our show today. Don't forget to visit our website, takealistingtoday.com, for all kinds of great things. And speaking of great things, on today's show, we have a great topic. It is 6, not 5, not 7, but 6 ways to increase your closings over the remainder of this year. Here we are. We're like knocking on July already.
Halfway through the year, and we're going to give people a chance. And you guys, every great business person does what we're going to talk about. They take a look at what's working, what's not, and decide to ramp up what they're great at. So we're going to give you that today. But before we do, we got a little treat.
Oh, we do have a treat as always. Lisa is going to attempt to make contact with somebody
with
on the phone.
With an alien life force. I'm going to start with Susan Gherkin. She's our winner for our show tomorrow. So we have not our show.
We have a show tomorrow too? Oof.
All right, now I'm derailing.
That's not part of my contract.
We're derailing in minute 3.
One per week was in my agreement.
Who's supposed to timer?
Oh, Lisa, you're late now.
No, email.
She'll get to it here in a second here, as soon as she collects her thoughts over there.
Okay.
All right.
We'll give her a couple minutes.
That's it. I want.
What was in that cola cup?
You have too many things? Wait a minute. Todd and I have to do the entire show, work the board here, sound effects. We got to
keep you in line.
All right. Comment below who you think does the most.
Oh, that's going to be interesting.
All right. So we're calling Susan. She's the winner of our email for this week. Email contest this week.
Okay. Right.
She wins a $120 gift card. So we're
going to if we
can get her on the phone.
Only if she gets the answer right.
She's pitting our viewers against us.
Right.
I don't know if I like that idea. But we'll see.
She already wins $120 from the weekly contest that we do with our email.
So you're saying 240?
Wow.
Well, what do you
a lot of postcards for 240.
120 or 200? We could push her up to 200.
No, 240 total, right?
Yeah, we double it. 240
and
total.
120, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it could be anything.
All right.
It could be anything.
Susan is probably out taking a listing right now.
Or putting on door hangers.
Right. So she's saying.
Scottsdale, it's hot there today probably too. She's probably just sweating,
Arizona.
melting out in the heat.
In Arizona, it would be about noon when we're taping this show, so she's probably at lunch.
Yeah, you should not be outdoors. I don't think that's a safety issue out there, I think.
Right.
That's an indoor lunch out there.
Okay.
All right, so I'm calling Vicki Krentz.
Moving on?
Yeah. Yes, it happens fast.
I guess
like
so.
lightning.
Fast.
She just booked a just sold campaign, so we're gonna call her.
All right.
One of our brand new products.
Right, and that's the most popular right now because it's not like, boom, the just sold campaign is huge because when they get the listings are sold.
Right.
This is Vicki.
Hello, Vicki. This is Jim and Todd and Lisa from the Take a Listing Today podcast. We're calling on behalf of Prospects Plus. Have you heard of that great company?
Of course, I use it often.
Oh, wonderful. That's why we are calling you, because we understand that you recently did a campaign, a just sold campaign with Prospects Plus. So if you've got a minute, we'd love to pick your mind about what results you're looking for out of that campaign, why you did it, and we want to give you a chance to win a gift card for ProspectsPLUS.com. How's that sound?
That sounds okay.
All right.
Awesome. So tell us, if you will, start off and share with us what made you pick that particular campaign for your area. It's one of our newer ones. It's very popular, but I want to hear your perspective on it.
Well, I usually send the just sold to, after I either on the buyer's side or seller's side. I usually sell at those cars that are just sold either way. But I thought, well, this is an interesting new. I noticed it was new, so I thought I would try it just to see what it would bring, how different it would be.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And one of the great benefits is that you set it and forget it. So you've got a campaign that's going to go out over a year. Is that right?
Yes, and something else that I really liked about it, they said that that I could cancel it at any time. So it's just monthly; it'll just come out, and I like that just in case market changes.
Yep.
So so a whole year, of course you can do it, but if things change again, I'd like that option.
Right, it's a whole year with no stress, right? You don't have stress involved
no
with
risk,
it.
no stress, no risk.
Right.
Yep.
No stress, no risk,
Now-
and lots of phone calls. Yeah.
Share with her what she won in our contest and what she could win, because this might be one of our biggest prizes ever in the history of 91 podcasts.
Right. So, Vicki, we're going to give you the opportunity. Oh, you're in Clearwater. You're right up the road here.
Yeah.
You could
Nice.
drive down and get on the show. If you can get down here in 10 minutes, we can get you in the studio.
I don't think you can drive here in 10 minutes from Clearwater, but anyway.
Right.
We've got a Take a Listing Today podcast question for you, Vicki, and if you can get it right, we have a gift card. What is the amount of that gift card, Lisa?
$120.
$120 gift card for almost anything on ProspectsPLUS.com.
Are you ready to play?
Okay.
Are you ready?
All right, I guess I'm ready.
All right, so Vicki, today's contest, the answer is a number, and it's like the old Price is Right game show. If you don't get it right the first time, I'm going to tell you that the number is higher or lower, and you just keep shouting out answers until you get it right.
And you get 15 seconds.
Gotcha.
15 seconds. A lot of money on the line, so just go.
Do it.
Just go.
You can do it. Can we have 15 seconds on the clock, please?
Yes.
And the question is as follows.
Vicki, how many member states make up the United Nations?
United 50 states.
How many states make up the United Nations?
The UN.
50 states.
No, higher.
60.
Higher.
There's no states.
It's a lot higher.
The UN, so it's
120. 120.
No, I think the buzzer went off. It's 193.
Oh, she was heading in the right direction.
193.
Yeah.
Give her another chance.
that's how many countries go to the UN.
Give Vicki another
I don't know. I'm
chance.
just reading the
Right.
questions here. I don't make this stuff up.
All right.
Vicki, I didn't even like that question.
Vicki, we're going to give you a real one then because we want you to win, and that one was kind of obscure. So here we go.
All right. Vicki,
All right.
think big on this one. Ready? How many square feet are in a football field?
Oh, man, I should know this. Like 43,000.
Higher.
Go quick.
55,000.
Not that high. It's lower.
Okay.
That was hard. That was a really hard.
50.
Almost 50. It's like 2,000 square feet less than 50,000.
48. All right.
Oh, congratulations! You got it. 48,000 square feet.
She did it!
True, Todd. What does Vicki win today?
Vicki is going to win a couple things. She's going to win a $120 gift card from Prospects Plus and a signed copy of the book, Become a Listing Legend, unless you already have it.
Nope.
Does
That
it?
sounds great. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Enjoy your day. Drive
How about-
safely. And then one other edition that's brand new.
T-shirt.
The brand new edition.
We've never had this before. There is a Take a Listing Today podcast shirt that features Jim, Todd, and Lisa.
And she'll get that too.
Let's send that to her.
Get it all in the mail.
We'll
So
get
we're
it
going
in
to
the
send
mail.
that to you as well. Now keep that. That's going to be a collector's item probably in a few months, okay?
For
All
years.
right. Thank you.
Or
Thank
never.
you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Vicki.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Yay.
Have a great
All
day.
right. Thank you,
All right.
Vicki. And Lisa will get with you to get you your prize. All right. Well, there we
thanks,
go.
Vicki.
Very
Bye-bye.
nice.
Very nice. Good for her.
How
She's in a
about
good
that?
mood. She's on fire.
She got that. 48,000.
Right.
And it was almost like a psychic moment for her because she
Yeah.
was off, and then it just came to her.
Right.
Here you go. Send that to Vicki,
It
please.
was crazy. It was crazy.
All right. So,
Let's jump in, shall we?
today's show is all about learning 6 ways to increase closings over the remainder of this year. So, we have a very simple format for you. The first way to increase your closings, stick to the plan or create one if you don't have a plan yet, which I hope you do, but look, a marketing plan does a lot more than let you know how much money you'll spend for the remainder of the year promoting your services. Chief among the additional benefits is that it helps you strategize. That forward-thinking stuff that you'll need to create the marketing plan forces you to carefully consider each option, both in terms of its financial impact and its effectiveness.
And think about this, run your business like any small business person would, right? We all have real estate agent friends, and like you guys listening and watching as well. And a lot of them just do their own thing out there, and they do their own hours, and it's sporadic like a chicken with their head cut off. The great ones are operating from a schedule that we're going to get into, and they are trusting the process along the way like any small business owner would.
Now, we have some research here. Mark Ellis from business2community.com says, big ideas fail without a plan, and your marketing plan is the one thing that will still drive innovation and help you meet sales targets.
And if you want to meet those sales targets, I wrote this down in the production meeting. So take a look at how many systems you have in place that can bring you listings, right? So as a real estate agent, right? And sometimes that's a tough way to go. It's like looking in the mirror. It's saying, wow, okay, I'm one-dimensional. I'm just good at this one thing. But the great agents will have 4 or 5 things in place, knowing that nothing will work all the time, but all of it will work some of the time.
Exactly. So increasing your closings is your goal. Start with a marketing plan and stick to it. And if you've already got a marketing plan in place, review that plan for its effectiveness over the last 5 months and make any changes where needed. Now, if you're looking for marketing help, you've come to the right place. How about that? You can download the free real estate marketing planner, and I believe Lisa's going to put that in the notes for today's show. Yes?
And if you do nothing else from this show, download this, take a look at it. This will make your life easier. We put a lot of time and energy and money into it for that exact reason, for you as a realtor.
Right, and it's 12 months. It follows the calendar year. It tells you what to do every week, so you don't even have to question it. Just look at the week for the current month, and you've got a plan. The plan is already laid out. It's best practices by people who've been in the industry for decades.
Maybe more than decades.
That's old.
That is old. So, step number 1, stick to the plan. Step number 2, adhere to a regular prospecting schedule.
Now, how many realtors do this one?
Not many, unless you happen to automate it, which Vicki did by automating her campaign.
Yeah.
So whether you door knock, cold call, chase after expireds and FSBOs, or use another method of prospecting, ensure that it gets done by making it a part of your daily or weekly schedule.
You know, you just made such a great point, because I don't know if people think of it that way, that a form of prospecting obviously is direct mail, and if you schedule a campaign, you are sticking to a schedule. It's helping you to adhere to a plan that you have and follow it through to fruition. So it is a way of sticking to a schedule.
Right. Exactly.
I saw it that way.
Yeah. So this is a task that you need to prioritize as well. It's easy to keep putting it off when there are more interesting tasks to pursue, but it's not wise. The more leads that you steer toward that real estate sales funnel, the more prospects you can convert into clients.
Now, I want to give, because I do put this in the book, Become a Listing Legend, so I'm going to give an example of a superstar schedule. Now, don't adopt this schedule. Don't make it yours. Base your schedule on your life, your kids, your family, your real estate goals. But here's an example of a schedule. And the best agents in the country do not deviate. Do they get thrown off track? Yes. But if you get off track, you just dust yourself off and get right back on track. So here's an example of a superstar real estate schedule. 7 to 8:30, right, would be workout, administrative time. 9 to 12 is prospecting time. Nothing gets in the way. No incoming calls are allowed. And the superstar agents will set aside, and obviously change this to your lifestyle, 1, 3, 5 o'clock are their openings for listing appointments that day. That's how strong they play the game. So when they get a phone call, oh, I have an opening here. And watch, imagine if you compounded that schedule.
Right.
1 week, 6 months, 2 years, 20 years, you destroy the competition.
You know, and that's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. I mean, not to get all spiritual and wooey, but you know, you're putting it out there. You know what they say, if you build it, they will come.
Right, right.
Field of dreams. That's your schedule of dreams. If you've got
that's a nice way to put it.
If you've got that schedule every day, those openings 1, 3, and 5.
There's less stress in your life.
Yeah, and you're saying that is going to be filled. I'm holding this time.
Oh, I like that. You're saying,
self-fulfilling prophecy.
I'm going to go on 3 a day, and think about if you did go on 3 a day. Some days you'll go on none, some weeks you go on none, but It is self-fulfilling because then you work hard enough on your prospecting, your marketing, those get filled up. And then you'll be like, wow, it happened.
You're going to feel bad. I'm supposed to be at a meeting at 3 o'clock today for a listing appointment. I don't have one.
If you don't have one, guess what?
Get one.
Then we got to go prospecting because we didn't do good for that day.
Yeah, that is an excellent plan. So step number 1, stick to the plan. Step number 2, adhere to a regular prospecting schedule. Step number 3, nurture those relationships.
And the best realtors in the country are great at that. Everybody knows that. They are great at that.
They need to be, yes. People who sell customer relationship management software are fond of claiming that a CRM is the lifeblood of the real estate agent's business. And guess what? They're actually right. Building and nurturing relationships is the key to increased commission checks. And to do it right, you need a way to keep track of leads, prospects, clients, both your current ones and your past ones, and just about everyone else that you know. Now, while there's probably 1,000,001 ways to set up a CRM, find a way that makes adding information and finding what you need easy. A way that works for you. Then ensure that you keep it safe and, of course, back it up. That'd be bad if you just lost all of your contacts one day because your computer started smoking.
Oops.
Oh, that's a big oops. Yep.
Not good. Now, schedule time on an ongoing basis to reach out to the contacts in this database and nurture these relationships. Now, one easy way, as we may have mentioned earlier on this program, is to schedule an SOI campaign. It takes only minutes to set up. You can do your first 2 years of mailings in one fell swoop, and you're not going to pay until each mailing goes out. And as Vicki mentioned, you can cancel it or change it, so there's no risk.
There's no risk,
reward.
and there's no stress, and then she knows that other people aren't doing that because it's a brand new campaign. It doesn't exist out there.
Yeah, absolutely. So, did you get that one? Number 1, stick to your plan. Number 2, adhere to your regular prospecting schedule. Number 3, nurture. Number 4,
find a mentor or mastermind partner. This is probably the second most important thing in here. Download our schedule to help you, right? Adapt that to your business. This right here will help you accelerate your business in a huge way.
Absolutely. Coaching works according to coaches. No, wait a minute. Coaching works.
Yeah, according to them it works.
Check
yeah.
that.
Hey.
Coaching works according to the authors of a study evaluating the effectiveness of executive coaching beyond ROI.
So when you think about this topic, number 4, find a mentor or mastermind partner. So you could do 2 things here. A mastermind partner says, I'm an agent in the office, and I want to find somebody around my year level. So if I'm in the business 2 or 3 years and she's in the business 2 or 3 years, we might get together and say, let's be accountability partners. But guess what? If a realtor is not coachable and open, which you have to be in life, right?
Right.
Think about that. Their only other option is the school of hard knocks. We've all been to that school. That will cost you a lot of time and money. If you get a mentor, and guess what? People want to help people. You could write down 5 people in your city that are great at this, and one of them is going to say yes because people want to help. And guess what? That mentor, so listen to them. They're going to help you accelerate the process, and the only way to ever repay them is later on become a mentor.
Absolutely.
So there's magic in that point.
There's a lot of magic in that point. So go out there, get a coach, get a mentor, a mastermind partner. Number 5, fine-tune your response time to leads. We did a show on this several shows back.
Way back, yeah.
You can't turn a lead into a prospect that you'll later convert to a client if you don't respond to their initial contact in a timely manner. InsideSales.com research says the short and sweet of it is that you have a maximum of 5 minutes to respond to an incoming lead if you hope to reach the person and get him or her into your sales funnel. That's not a lot of time, 5 minutes.
Well, think about how many times this scenario has happened, right? And I saw it in California when I was a realtor. You probably saw it out here a lot, where the husband and wife or the family is driving around looking at houses, and they're in front of the house, and there's the sign. They call the sign. Well, if that person doesn't answer, they're going to go get a homes and land or real estate book. They're going to call another one and say, we're right in front of, we want to go see it now.
Yeah.
So especially if that's your listing, high efficiency does pay off.
Or nowadays, they didn't do this back when you and I were selling real estate. They're getting on their phone and punching the address and saying,
and now there's now they can schedule the showing electronically. So
through some other agent.
Correct.
Not you.
Yeah.
So get on that. Did you know that the agent who responds within 5 minutes is 25% more likely to snag the lead? What if you are the kind of guy who would like to wait maybe 30 minutes to return a phone call? Well, Lisa says you might as well forget it and let the agent down the street who responds quicker have that lead. Right?
Yes, I say that all the time.
Yep.
Well, you said it right here. All right. Step number 6. We are on the last step. Can you believe it? Step number 6. Start farming via direct mail if you haven't done so already.
And there's a lot of reasons for that we're going to touch on. But think about this. In a world of technology overload, and everybody watching and listening, it happens to all of us, right? Spam in our mailbox. In a world of technology overload, 97% of people, they tell us, still go to the mailbox. And it's non-threatening. You can open the mailbox, you read it, no one's there bothering you.
Yeah.
So there is some magic to that.
Yeah, and we're not just saying that because our show is sponsored by ProspectsPLUS.com, a great direct mail company. But farming actually is a low-cost, effective, and easy way to reach out to a lot of people at once. It's one of the most powerful marketing methods still around today. When you mix that with consistent farming, you've got yourself an increase in your closings.
Exactly. And remember, he or she with the most systems in place wins the game. So take a look at this topic that we covered today and take a look at these 6 points and see what resonates for you so that you can level up your game, right? It might be the mentor, it might be the planner, it might be some of these ideas in here that you used to do that you need to get back on board with.
Well, and one other thing we didn't talk about today is our interactive business plan online as well. And there's a link in the show notes for that too. This is also another free tool. Our agents love using it at the beginning of the year, and they come up with a goal. I want to make 200,000, I want to make 80,000, whatever that goal is in revenue that year. You can plug those numbers. It's a one-page, super simple. Plug those numbers into the interactive business plan, and it will come back and tell you, okay, so you need to have this many new leads a week, this many listing appointments a week to get this many listings.
Share with them very
many
quickly
closings.
if they go to ProspectsPlus.com where they would find that.
I'm actually going to have it in the show notes.
All right, so that'll be in the show notes for you guys. That right there is magic because it's intuitive. You put in the numbers and it's going to work with you.
It's going to tell, and it's going to reverse engineer it right to a week.
Right.
So each week, and you can break that down daily. Take that week. If you need to do 3 appointments in a week.
And then guess what? You tie that into your schedule.
Right.
Whatever schedule supports that.
Right.
Boom.
So don't have to wait till January to do that. Do it right now. How much revenue do you want to generate for the rest of the year?
Yep.
Plug it in and look at those numbers. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Well
Did we
done.
cover everything?
Yes.
Not only that, we had a great
All right.
winner today. We had a great caller, a great winner.
Great caller. We got
winner.
great stuff. Hope you paid attention to the 6 ways to increase your closings over the remainder of the year. If you follow this, you will have a tremendous end to your 2021, and you'll be going into 2022 like a powerhouse. Well, thanks for showing up today. And don't forget, our podcast was brought to you by our friends over at Prospects Plus. Go visit their website, ProspectsPlus.com. You'll be glad that you did. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again next week.
Take care. Stay powerful. Bye-bye.